Professor, Claude, may I have a moment of your time?
Lysithia, what are you doing up this late? Trouble sleeping?
Well, okay then. We all have nights like that.
Anyone would be shaken after such a brutal battle.
With our old friends,
if you're
too.
having trouble sleeping, you should drink some warm milk. That's a thing, right?
Must you treat me like a child, simply because I'm awake a bit later than usual? Actually, I can hardly muster any indignation right now. I wanted to tell you that I noticed something odd during that battle.
What was it?
There were some strange mages among the ranks of the Imperial Army. Did you notice them?
The ones wearing the mask, yeah.
That's right. I have seen people dressed just like that before.
Right.
It was a long time ago. House Ordelia was involved in a rebellion that took place.
You're going
within
a completely
the
different
Empire
direction with this.
13 years ago. After it was quelled, all of the key officials were caught and put to death. The Empire sent replacements, who they used to take control of House Ordelia. Among the people sent by the Empire were mages dressed in black, just like those we saw in battle.
Dude, I just had a thought. Okay, and Snivy, don't say a word, because I know you're in that route. But, like, okay. So, I mean, those guys I just met. So this is kind of like... Okay, you know what? This is a fire little game. Why would this surprise me? We got a creepy cult plot again. That's what I think it is. I don't know what their plan is. And they're using the Imperial person. Okay. I'm starting to vaguely see some of the other genealogy influences there. But I hope... I wonder what it's going to be like in that route.
If they're Imperial mages, it makes sense that they would wear the same clothing, right?
Yes, but the mages from back then and today, I do not believe they are from the Drestian Empire.
Are they kingdom mages? Do I have an option for otherwise?
I got the impression that they were from somewhere else. Somewhere completely separate from Fodlan. There's more. Those mages imprisoned the children from my house and performed horrible rituals on them.
This is the creepy cult. This is the creepy cult from genealogy. Kinda. Man, wouldn't that be a twist if, like, Lopter was in this game? Okay.
Lysithia, you can't mean... even you?
That's why you have two?
Yes. All of the others were deemed failures.
That's why you have two marks?
And even I... It doesn't matter. The point is that those monsters possess dreadful knowledge and power. I just thought you should know the sort of people who have allied with the Empire.
Blood experiments. Does that remind you of anything, Teach?
Yeah.
Exactly. There was that secret group who abducted Flayn and extracted her blood 5 years ago. The people involved back then were Tomas and Monica. Well, I suppose their true names were Solon and Kranya. So, that eerie group has been slithering behind the scenes in the Empire for a while now. Lysithia, thank you for sharing all of that with us. One day we will uncover the truth of who those people really are.
Wow. Just goddamn.
We've managed to invade Empire territory and emerge victorious in our first battle. I hope to maintain our momentum and push onward to Enbar, the Imperial capital. Unfortunately, we are not legendary heroes in a fairy tale. Our stamina has limits. The longer we fight, the harder the fight will become. It will take immense effort to secure the supplies and soldiers we need to prevail.
Boy, you better not be saying this is as far as we go.
Of course not. However, the road ahead leads deep into enemy territory. It'll be a difficult journey, strewn with hardship. I can't guarantee that we'll make it out alive. If anyone wants to leave, now is the time to do it.
I shall accompany you to the very end. After After all, someone must step up to take leadership should you fall.
I'm coming. The future of my village depends on this.
Besides, I have to protect the professor. For Captain Gerald.
Alright, Leone.
Because of the Empire, my little sis can't live in peace.
We can't leave the future of Fodlan to others. I'm sure that everyone here feels the same.
The Knights of Seros will keep fighting the Empire. We won't rest until we rescue Lady Rhea.
I feel the same as the Knights. I've got to rescue Lady Rhea no matter what.
So, what? We're all supposed to take turns saying we'll do our best until the very end?
Like a final chapter in a Fire Emblem game, but no.
What will you do?
I'll fight too.
Fine. Fine. I suppose I'll tag along too, until the bitter end.
It's an honor to keep fighting alongside such stalwart allies. Right, Teach?
Yeah, I expect nothing less from my students.
Hey now, when you put it that way, it almost sounds like you're just praising yourself. Alright. Now that I know where each of you stands, I'm going to return to Alliance territory for a while. I intend to report this victory to the Alliance Lords and draw out even more support from them. Our next battle will be even more challenging, so brace yourselves for that.
Alright, guys.
I should write to my brother. He'll want to hear about our victory.
Your brother, Lord Holst? How is he these days?
Oh, he's doing great. I even got a letter from him before the last battle. He wanted to come and join our fight too.
What's this?
Man, could you imagine? I mean, like, the amount of scenes here that you'd miss out on if people died.
Sadly, it sounds like my father was against the idea. They want him to stay in case they need to fight the Almirans.
Their logic is sound, though it is vexing that the Alliance's greatest general cannot join us on the front lines.
We should be glad that Holst is staying behind. Almira aside, there's also no guarantee that the Imperial forces won't try to launch a surprise attack from the Old Kingdom territory.
If you have something you need to talk to my brother about, I'd be happy to send a letter.
No, that's okay. I'm just glad to hear he's doing well. Please send in my regards.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, I don't know if we would have gotten that whole scene with Lysith, with the whole, like, backstory thing there. But that's definitely interesting as far as, like, why she has two crests, probably. So they experiment with crests. I wonder if that's also related to why I have the crest of flames, and that I supposedly had no heartbeat. I don't know. That's all interesting. Okay, well, either way, let's go ahead and, you know, actually, at the very least, I'm gonna take a break, okay?
Part 2, Verdant Wind, Harpstring Moon, The Golden Scheme.
Oh, okay, there you go, Snivy.
Claude leverages his victory at the Battle of Gronda to secure reinforcements from Alliance Lords. Meanwhile, the Imperial Army continues to tighten its defenses at Fort Mercius in anticipation of an attack on the Imperial capital.
How's it going, Stocking? I mean, like, yeah. I should have said that first. Sorry. Man, I'm looking forward to seeing whatever happens next. Oh, Lysithia wants to speak to me. Oh, okay. Oh, they wanted me to have that scene before I could get the A support. All right.
Thank you for helping me with my training again today, Professor. I'm gonna keep at it for a while longer, so you go on ahead.
You should get some rest.
I can't. Not when I'm right on the cusp of using my power to greater potential. Surely you yourself are tired. Just don't worry about me, okay?
What?
I'm sorry, Professor. It was careless of me to continue, despite how fatigued I clearly was. Probably
God dang,
should've
Lysith,
listened.
take care of yourself.
Now I've made a mess of things. I can't help but feel the need to rush in all things constantly. You get that way when you realize you haven't got much time.
What? Wait, what do you mean?
I believe I've mentioned that House Ordelia was, at one time, being controlled by people from the Empire. During that time, strange people, mages perhaps, came and performed rituals on all the youth within my family. With the Empire monitoring our every move, my parents could do nothing but watch in horror as all of this unfolded.
Oh man.
One after another, the children died, until the only one left was me. You know, my hair wasn't always this color. During their experiments, they'd been doing things with my blood. One morning, I awoke like this. A shock of white hair, all trace of pigment gone. Upon seeing me, the mages were delighted. They realized that their experiments had finally succeeded. Sure enough, they ran a test and saw that two crests coexisted within me. Losing pigment from my hair wasn't the only loss.
You know what this reminds me of? I don't know if any of you guys have watched it, but it reminds me of Fate Stay Night, or specifically Fate Zero, because I haven't actually watched the movie of, like, what was it, Heaven's Feel or whatever yet, but, like, it reminds me of that, but, wow.
The mages informed me that my lifespan was now greatly shortened.
Oh, God. Well, that explains
Years
things.
at most, perhaps less.
What? Yeah.
Shortly thereafter, the mages lost interest in me, and we never saw them in the Ordelia household again. Since all that, our family has been in decline. It's challenging now even to govern our territory. After all my mother and father have suffered, I at least want them to have peace as they grow older. That is all I wish for, but I haven't much time to ensure it comes to pass.
It's too soon to give up.
It's not like what's been done to me can be undone.
Well, let's try to find a way to undo it.
Professor. The only way I can conceive of would be to remove my crest somehow. But I don't know if that's even remotely possible. Even if it were.
Woman, I have a dragon god inside of me or something. I don't know. I can figure it out. Maybe. I don't know. You know, maybe if we talk to Hanneman, he'd maybe be able to figure it out. That guy's got the crest smarts. I don't even know. That would be a story arc, right?
I wouldn't be of much use to you and the others without my crests.
Yeah, we'll find a way.
You sound resolved. I'll allow your resolve to bolster my own. Thank you, Professor.
Oh, the feels there, though. Ugh. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna be probably doing Blue Lions next and then Black Eagles. I don't know, we'll see. Could do it the other way around.
Our greatest obstacle lies before that.
And what's that?
Fort Mercius. If we can't pass through, we won't be able to reach Enbar.
Fort Mercius, the impregnable fortress, or so it's called.
If I recall correctly, it's sometimes referred to as the Stubborn Old General.
It is a massive fortress that was constructed to protect the Imperial capital.
The Imperial army we defeated has withdrawn to Enbar. Fort Mercius should be short on soldiers for now.
Sorry about that. Yeah, we should attack quickly.
Yes, it would be good to finish up here before more enemy reinforcements arrive. The only real question is what our fearless leader intends to do.
Sorry for the delay, everyone. Those mewling lords kept me from leaving for quite some time.
So, were you able to secure additional reinforcements?
It's good
Gotcha,
to have to wait
stalking.
until next month. It doesn't look like they can afford to keep supporting us at present.
Then what should we do about Fort Mercius? Do you plan on waiting around?
No, if we wait until next month, the enemy will have bolstered their defenses. That said, the prevailing theory is that you need triple your enemy's forces to take a fortress with a frontal assault.
Right. That's what we were taught at the academy. And this is Fort Mercius we're talking about. It's renowned for its strong defenses.
Our current army isn't nearly strong enough. What to do?
Whatever you do, just don't ask us to scale those huge walls. We'd end up dead when they hurl rocks down at us.
Yeah, no thanks. If only someone would open up the gates for us from the inside.
Unfortunately, we don't have any spies in there. Wait a minute. I've got it. We sneak in, stir up confusion, and open the gates ourselves to let our allies in.
Right, that's what I was saying all along.
Right, nice one, Hilda. But how do you propose we go about sneaking in?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Disguises? If we dress up like Imperial soldiers, maybe they'll think we're allies and let us in. You really think they'd just open the gates for us? I'd be pretty dumbfounded if that worked.
No, she's on to something. It's a good idea, Hilda. We just need to refine it a bit, and we'll be in there before we...
I'm surprised Shamir hasn't, like, contributed here.
What is your definition of refining the idea? I know your go-to strategy is nausea-inducing poison, but...
Oh, I maybe ate too much. My stomach hurts.
Raphael, why are you eating meat during a war council?
So, fearless leader, I'm guessing you're going to keep the crucial parts of your scheme under wraps until the time comes, aren't you?
You know me so well, Judith. Whether we like it or not, this war puts a damper on all of our spirits. What's wrong with trying to have a little fun every now and again? Just leave the details to me.
Okay, so we get to sneak into a fort. Okay, well, I guess we're gonna go ahead and explore. Frick it, let's just get into it. There's two people I can think of, but Raphael is probably the best one, followed by Catherine or Eloise. But probably Catherine would... I feel Catherine would have, like, the best bet. But I'm gonna try Raphael. Come on, Raphael!
Sorry it's gotta be like this.
He needs to increase his damage output. Oh, this is not gonna end well. Oh! That crit!
Can't afford to lose.
Way to go, Raphael! Alright. I think we got it. Oh, no. Woo!
Should have seen that coming.
Okay. Let's go ahead and heal. Let's go. That crit.
No chance.
This man is a crit master. Oh my gosh. Let's go ahead and just heal up. I could use that last bit.
Can't afford to lose.
My guy. Way to go, Raphael. You did it. Alright. Sweet. Okay. What's up, Lawrence?
Fort Mercius is old and strong. Its reputation for durability is equal to that of Aryan Road. Are we really going to leave this to Claude, with a plan concocted by Hilda of all people?
Have a little faith,
I would
man.
like to, but I'm always troubled by how secretively that man devises his schemes. Let us hope the end result is not too outlandish.
Oh wow, we don't have like an endless pile of support system.
My relationship with the Boar Prince began even before I was born. He was always by my side. You might even say that, at one time, we were best friends.
What happened?
I couldn't fathom the depth of his hatred for the Empire. So much anguish. Could I have saved him? Could I have stopped him?
Oh.
Doesn't matter how sturdy to keep. If the commander defending it is incompetent, it can fall as easy as anything. That's what they say, at least. I wonder if that applies to Fort Mercius. All I know is, if I was the Emperor, I'd never in a million years assign an incompetent commander to a fort as important as that one.
I wonder how far we can get with this plan. Dressing up like Imperial soldiers to sneak in. Claude said it could use some refinement. Any ideas? Dress me as Edelgard, but we look nothing alike. On second thought, let's just stick to the plan as originally conceived. That seems safer.
That's true. I mean, the only one in our army I think that could maybe do that would be Lysithia, and she's too short.
Each time we take a step forward, more blood is spilled. But by spilling that blood, we're able to take yet another step forward. War is always a cruel affair. But luckily, we have each other to lean on. We've steeled our hearts. We won't be broken.
I'm glad we have such reliable allies.
I couldn't agree more. Without them, we could never have made it this far. Oh, and about taking the fort, I'll need a tad more time to prepare our plan. It's called an impregnable fortress for a reason, after all. My contingencies need contingencies this time, or we may not pull it off.
Please tell Claude not to give us any more ridiculous orders.
What did he do?
I've reached out through all of my channels, but there are limits to these things. I'll have to recruit an entire town's worth of people if I ever plan on making enough Imperial uniforms.
Hilda's quite a tactician, disguising ourselves as enemy soldiers to sneak in undetected. A stroke of brilliance. With this
of course he would be
we
into
can
that.
really snatch victory from the jaws of deceit.
Hey, Yoshkev. Hey, yeah, so you know, maybe that could work. I think the problem would be the eye color. Aside from that, I mean, yeah, that could work. It's not horribly different of like a size. The jaws of...
Ah, rats! You've seen through my cunning.
What did he say? The frick? Where's the pun there? What? Where's the pun there? Wait, what? That went over my head. I just answered it, but... whatever.
Each step closer to Enbar, I'm reminded of another part of my past. Riches and poverty, glory and failure. That city has it all. And if I'm honest, sometimes I miss it. That's how the past works, though, isn't it? It's always a different story than what you really lived.
God dang. But yeah, you doing alright there, Yoshkev?
This is the Empire's single most fortified military installation. Utterly impregnable, they say. I wonder, do you happen to know the nickname given to Fort Mercius?
The stubborn old general.
Indeed, a very good answer. But of course, you know that. Seems Fodlands give everyone and everything a nickname. Why, you were called the Ashen Demon. Myself, I have been called the Father of Crestology.
So we just entered chapter 18.
As a title, I suppose.
Okay, so let's go ahead and move forward. Hello, Cyril.
Guess what I noticed? I can see further than most other people can see.
Oh, nice.
But I can't figure the point of seeing further than an arrow can fly, since I can't shoot what I see. I suppose I could see a whole horde of enemies coming and run away. That's kind of useful, at least. Thanks, Professor. I think I get it now. I'm gonna put my eyes to real good use.
It's more like the thing is with this game's pacing is that, like, yeah, if you were to compare it to like a normal Fire Emblem game, it definitely has that impression. A lot of the reason for that is that they really they put quite a lot into like the dialogue and writing and stuff, and I mean, I just take the time to read it all because I'm just, you know, I'm just sucking it in and getting invested. But they went really crazy with the amount of dialogue there is in this game to read, and oftentimes it updates every single chapter. And there's a whole bunch of these like paralogs and like side battles you can choose to do, which then give you renown. They're all ways to build up supports and other things, and I'm just being a completionist about it, basically, so that's the thing.
Apparently, he was originally a knight of the kingdom who served Prince Dimitri. He was an exceptional knight. I wish I could have fought by his side.
But yes, technically speaking, yeah, no, the pacing is definitely very lenient on, like, it's very 50-50 between story and gameplay, I want to say. Very 50-50.
The battle at Gronder Field was gruesome, wasn't it? But perhaps it's irresponsible to look away, to close our eyes to the horrors of war.
I agree.
As survivors, we must ensure that all these lives were not lost in vain. We must see the tragic foundations upon which we'll build our future. May an age of peace rise from the ashes, so that all this sacrifice means something.
Right. And I mean, that's something that, like, I've always liked. Like, one of my favorite features about Path of Radiance was, like, the base conversations where you got to kind of talk to some of them, but this is kind of like that on steroids. Like, everyone has something new to say.
They seem to be supporting the Imperial Army now. Though I don't quite know who they are yet. Nor do I know what tricks they'll use against us next. We can't afford to let our guard down.
Alright, well, let's go ahead and... Let's see, there's probably more people to talk to. I'm also going to try and, you know, level up everyone's motivation so they can continue doing their learning. Okay, so let's see. How about Claude and Ingrid? Let's go.
That smell, it's amazing. My fave, in fact. Do you like it too?
I appreciate any good meal, but nothing beats enjoying my favorite food.
Are you referring to the My Castle from Fates? I didn't really like that. I mean, this feels like a better executed version of that, because, like, the My Castle from Fates was, like, mostly a whole bunch of really crappy small talk. Because, yeah, that's the thing you could do here, because in the castle here you have training grounds where you can do little tournament things. You have, like, monthly rewards if you manage to win that. You can go fishing so basically when you go get fish, you can then give that to people in the castle, and then, you know, they have things that are there. You have a little greenhouse here, I guess. There's this statue up here which increases which you get certain perks for leveling up, but you need to do quests to essentially get the renown for it. It's a bunch of cool stuff. Like, you don't have customization, but I mean, I don't know. I'm used to Fire Emblem back when, like, you had a little bit of story and then a map, and a little bit of story and a map. Or in Path of Radiance's cases, you have, like, a base. You might have a support conversation there, or, like, some story-specific conversations you can have, which there weren't a lot of them. And then you move on to some story and then a map. Which that's probably, as far as like pacing concerned, is like typically my favorite structure, but I mean, that's me. It's a little different in this one. Alright, Ignatz and Marianne, you're going to share a meal.
This food is...
I like...
So wait, what is the... Oh. Who was the one that I needed to talk to with the... Hold on a second. Quests. Supply... Oh. God dang it. Hilda, you've done this every single day now. Come on, Hilda. Do you have any different quests for me this time?
Thanks so much. You're a
No, these ones, if you spend the points on them, you get, like, stuff like general EXP growth. And you can get more Divine Pulses, which are the rewind ability that was introduced in the previous game. That's why I have 12 Divine Pulses, as I've been spending a lot of them. Which, speaking of which,
Need something.
I still need like another... Yeah, okay. I need another 1400. Right, you're right. Yeah. I don't... You know, like, the more I play this game, I am actually feeling compelled to make a video just to talk about Fates and just how, like, it just does not work. Like, Fates just, period, does not work.
This is new.
And, like, again, if... I don't have a problem with people liking the game. I just don't think it's a very good Fire Emblem game. It has, like, a whole bunch of problems. And, like, it has good moments, sure, but, like, the problems really compound themselves. And, like, I feel after playing this game, it's, like, it's just made it worse. So let's go ahead. Cultivate. Sure, let's do that. Okay. And can I... Alright, so I can't harvest yet, obviously. Let's go ahead and... Let's go ahead and talk to Leonie. Gosh, so many people to talk to. But yeah, I do kind of want to go and play more Fire Emblem games once I have this one finished.
With those whom I went to school with, on the field of battle, how inhuman war is, how horrifying. My heart feels shattered. It is my hope that this war marks the end of such foolish behavior.
I know, Flame. By the way, guys, can we get an F in the chat for Bernadetta? I feel like that was like the Bernadetta and Mercedes, but mostly Bernadetta.
Claude takes care of the strategy, you direct the troops, and the rest of us focus on the fighting. As long as the system keeps working, we can win any battle, no matter the odds. That's what everyone's saying, anyway. Hope you can keep up with our expectations, Professor.
Hello, sir.
Hey there! We merchants of the Alliance territories were excited to hear of your victory in the last battle. We don't much like the prospect of doing business under the heel of the Empire. The Alliance is what we know and love. But more than that, it's low on regulations, which is great for business. Please keep up the good work, Professor. The merchants of the world are on your side.
It's like Three Houses, but better. I mean, I like Fire Emblem 4, but I forgot which character was Claude in that game. I'm trying to remember, because I genuinely don't remember a Claude from that game.
Hey there.
Might also depend on the translation, because I did the Naga one. Okay. Repair. Boom. Okay.
Come back anytime.
I guess I could also go and talk to everyone else. Oh, hello. I didn't see you there.
Hello.
Arcane Crystal? Heck yeah.
Will this one do?
Let's do that. Yep.
It's all yours. Take it.
Book of Crest Designs. Well, I know who would love that.
Tell your friends.
I think I know who you're talking about. I'm just trying to think. What the heck?
The fish in this pond get fed every day, so they're swimming all lazy and serene. But the only reason they're kept here is so that they can one day be used for food. But the fish don't know that, so they just swim around happily. It's a bit of a miserable thought. But aren't soldiers much the same?
I think I know who you're talking about. I think. I've only played through the game once, so. Alright, so that was the map with the pirates on like the northern part that kind of came borderline out of nowhere just so we could get ambushed. Yeah, okay. Alright, I think. Yeah. I still like the way that game handles storytelling a lot, actually. Like, because, what is it? A problem that a lot of Fire Emblem games have, well, it's not really a problem, but, like, something I did find cool about is that Fire Emblem 4, for the most part, found a really cool way to organically tie the story, like, into the game. I thought that was really neat. You don't really see that very often with this series.
Among our prisoners of war, there were quite a few people who served his highness.
Oh! I didn't end up shipping him with anyone, so his staff was lost to time. But I know who you're talking about. Yeah, okay. I think I remember now.
One of them stated that the Empire was involved with the tragedy of Dusker. If this is true, His Highness's motives seem clear. I can't help but feel that perhaps I should have been fighting by his side.
Are you having regrets?
No, not anymore. I am where I belong. Those of us still on this plane of existence will carry the torch. The inhumane actions of the Empire must not be repeated.
I know. I did when it said that.
I hardly recognize everyone. Their faces have changed so much. More experience in the eyes, and more pain. I'm glad that they're stronger, but I hate to think they've all become hardened killers. Look after them, okay? Try to keep them on the straight and narrow.
Yeah. Oh, there's Marianne, so let's go ahead and talk to her.
I never used to care whether I lived or died. But after seeing so much death firsthand, I now realize how precious life truly is. I'm ashamed of how arrogant I was to think that death could mean so little.
Yeah, that map just now was like really intense. I had to... I was jumping around with emotions there for a bit. Because like at first I was just like, oh my gosh, they remixed this theme. Oh, that's so cool. And then like I realized like, oh god, Bernie's in the middle. I have to do it. Oh no.
I have a question for you. Have you heard of the Death Knight?
I'm referring to that Imperial general who has been operating under that moniker.
I've heard of him.
Nothing is certain yet, but I get the feeling we'll have to face him soon enough.
Who the frick is the Death Knight? I don't... Okay. I mean, like, I guess there was Yuritsa or whatever the frick, the guy with the mask, which I haven't seen since.
After that great battle earlier,
I mean, they said that was who he was, but I don't know if I believe that. It was just kind of weird. That was a really weird thing. I don't know.
To get revenge for all our fallen friends, we'll have to stake our lives on the fight that lies before us.
Here's the thing about that. After that happened, Dimitri went straight for us, and our guys, like, none of us were able to survive it. So my only course of action was to pull everyone back. And after we took out Dimitri, Edelgard was like, alright, well, time for us to light it on fire. And I was like, oh wait, no, what happened next was Petra went for us. And then, what happened was I defeated Petra. And then, because Petra was defeated, she's like, alright, we're gonna light this on fire now. And none of us were standing there. Also, there's 2 Leonis. I mean, I'm not complaining. Are you guys complaining? Because I'm not complaining. Anyway. The frick did I just do? Alright. This is how you know I'm tired. Anyone else I need to... I guess there's Seth. I mean, like, I guess. I didn't get to know the guy, so, like, I don't think the reveal has, like, any goddamn impact.
That means you gotta be nice to them. If your muscles are hungry, you gotta feed them. And let them rest when they're tired.
You tell your muscles are feeling?
Of course. If my muscles hurt, then I hurt. If they're hungry, well, then I'm hungry too. What's with the confused face, Professor? You look like you don't get a word I'm saying.
I mean, hey, that's how it be sometimes. Let's talk to Seth. And, let's see, Seth is over here, I guess? Back where he used to hang out all the time.
Fort Mercius is a keep that was constructed to defend the Imperial capital, Enbar. We cannot enter the capital without first capturing that fort. Once we have it, the city should be almost entirely at our mercy. Whatever strategy you have in mind, I have faith that it will lead to victory.
Okay. Well, I suppose I can try and have that then. Maybe on my next run. Well, that's good to know. Okay, well, either way. Well, let's actually go to the marketplace, and let's buy... Well, we'll see if we can find some Master Seals. Does Anna sell those? Because I went to check the regular shop, and it doesn't. And I remembered buying them, so probably Anna.
Welcome.
Yeah, she does.
Is that the one?
Bye. Okay.
Thanks a bunch.
Cool. I guess I'll also sell. Where is... There's the bullion.
Is that the one?
Boop.
Thanks a bunch.
Okay. I mean, I was trying to recruit, but like by the time I kind of figured out how it worked, it was a little late on that front, I guess. I'll put it that way. Let's go ahead and head there. Let's see. Item. Was it the audio desync? Dude, I'm getting like some weird lag. Dude, you guys hearing that? Well, I'm gonna like re-teleport. Hold on one second. Okay. I think that was a different thing. Alright. Yeah, I think it was just like my capture was doing a thing. Okay. Alright, well, either way, looks like it's all running fine for me. You know, this was much easier to handle than it used to be, because sometimes syncing it was just like, oh hey, you know, I have to go manually just like turn off the thing, like that was the easiest way. Here is just like switch up, switch down. I love it. Anyway, let's see, who am I trying to get support with next? There's Lorenz. And there's Cyril as well. I could maybe go for Cyril. No, I'm gonna go for Eloise because I need more with him. Let's boost our strength. Yep.
Oh, at last. Huh? Definitely.
Alright, yeah, that's kind of weird because the way that, like, desync happened, it felt like it happened really naturally to me, and it was just really freaking bizarre.
Pardon me. I've come to deliver vegetables we harvested in the village to the monastery's dining hall. Because of the season, I couldn't really pick that much. But I wanted to help you guys out, even just a little bit. We're busily planting seeds, so when things start to grow, I'll be back.
Yeah. I mean, now that, like, I know how to recruit, I could probably even pull off doing it all, like, before the time skip. Because, at least if I know, like, which people to focus on first, because some people have, like, certain, you know, criterias. But, in general, it seems pretty easy. Just buy a bunch of stuff for people. If you can guess their, like, gifts, just build up those supports, get B rank, you're good. But mostly focus on, hypothetically, you would focus on the people that, you know, you're gonna run out, like, soon. So let's see. Let's go for Raphael and... Dang it, I can't do Ingrid again. Raphael and... Sedith? I don't even know.
This is... The flavor is...
Yeah, I have heard there are like 2 characters that might be impossible to recruit depending on your route. So, I guess Leone is a hard one apparently, so I'll have to deal with that. Not impossible, but hard. Let's see. Cyril, who can you have supports with in our group? He came with Lysith. But I should focus on motivation here. Because, alright, so we have Hilda. Hilda's the only one who's not in the green? Alright, well, we're doing that.
It's kind of... This is...
Alright, let's go to the cathedral. Let's see, there's probably a note. I think I skipped that last month. Alright, Catherine. Oh, it's ended for today? Okay, so I already did that one. I guess fishing pond. We'll do one bout of fishing and then let's just move on. Alright, so let's go ahead and... let's use a herring bait. See how this goes. Oh, that's a big one. Alright. Foglandy? Okay. God dang. It's certainly not the rainbow fish, but hey. There we go. Oh, that's a gold one. Silverfish? Mm-hmm. That's good for me. And, wow, I have one more activity point. Where the frick is Eloise? Is there anything I can do with Judith? Or is she just hanging out? Because, like, I know... I don't know, I saw her fighting, but, you know, it makes sense to be able to recruit her, but... I guess not. Okay. Or maybe there's like a big old death flag above her. I don't even know. That could mean a number of things. She could just be randomly unplayable. Who knows? Alright, so let's head over here. Let's do an advanced drill and... Sure. Alright, so we have a few supports. We have Hilda and Lauren. Oh, wait, no, it's Hilda and Cyril. Okay. I thought it was Hilda and Lauren's. I guess I already had that one.
Cleaning again, I see.
Hilda, you're in the way. Move it.
I'm supposed to refill the horses' water troughs, but I can't find the buckets. I was told that they'd be in the usual place. What's the usual place?
Maybe you'd know where that is if you did your job sometime.
You know, Cyril, I don't want to interrupt you while you're cleaning, but...
Come on, the buckets are over near the wall, where they always are, because I put them there.
Okay. Thanks for your help. You're pretty strong. I bet you're tired, though. Come on, let's rest a bit.
Okay, just for a minute, though. I got more work to do.
I'm not a fan of awkward silences. Anything interesting happen lately?
Hilda, anytime you say the word awkward, you immediately make it awkward. I just want to let you know that, alright?
Figured you were the one with something to say. Quiet don't bother me.
I need an interesting topic for this letter I'm writing to my brother. I'm stumped.
Your brother write to you a lot?
Constantly. Yeah, he must be bored. He's always going on about how worried he is for me. What's worse, if I take too long to reply, he gets more worried and writes more about it.
Write about your life, maybe. You know, stuff like, I got really lazy again today. Or maybe, can you believe I still don't know where they put the water buckets?
You're mean. Do you really think that little of me?
You're a lazy gal who gets people to do her work for her. I never knew anybody like that in Elmira.
Oh, really? So Lady Rhea isn't the only difference between Fodlan and Elmira after all?
I don't like comparing Lady Rhea with you, but I figure you're right. You know what's real weird? Nobody seems to mind picking up your slack. Even me.
Sorry, what was that?
Nothing worth repeating. Anyway, I gotta get back to work.
He's such a diligent boy. I don't think I've ever seen someone from Fodlan work that hard. Oh, hang on. I never got an idea from him about what to write in my letter. Ugh. I guess there's nothing for it. Maybe I can just write about Cyril.
Well, there you go. He gave you something to write about. Okay. Well, anyway. Let's go ahead and check out Lawrence and Manuela. Oh boy. This one ought to be fun.
As my mind clings to desperate thoughts, here it comes.
Alright. It's this thread. This support thread.
Did you hear me just now? What did you think?
Marvelous. As though sung by the goddess herself. Enchanting, heartrending, your voice truly captivates all who hear. It is as though you channel all the emotion and human experience of your life into the music.
I'll be real with you. I feel like the person who voice acted Manuela, she's doing a great job, except for the singing part. That part she could work on. Also, apparently, and this is going to blow your guys' mind, apparently, Manuela here is voiced by Ash Ketchum. Like, old OG Ash Ketchum. From, like, the original anime. So, there you go. I don't hear it, but that's fun.
Well, I guess I have my fair share of life experience. So long as you're not implying I'm old.
No, that is not... I mean to say that you skillfully applied your own interpretation in the music.
Interpretation? When I sing, I am not interpreting. I'm scarcely thinking at all. I simply yield my heart to the poetry, and the emotion follows naturally.
I believe that is what they call genius. I hope you will permit me to listen again. I would like to hear it up close next time.
Of course. Next time I'll perform a private show. Just the two of us.
You mock me.
Never. I wasn't mocking you. In fact, I'd like to see some more of your poetry.
My poetry? Why?
I'd like to use it for another song. I promise that when it's done, you'll be the first to hear.
Please, my poetry is merely an idle pursuit.
That doesn't matter. The words are unadorned, the feelings so direct. Your poems have touched my heart. They are so true to life.
I suppose there is a certain appeal in the portrayal of such dark emotions, even if it is a bit graceless. Very well. Take this. You may use any of the poems I've finished working on.
Oh my, I can hardly wait. Is this the next part of the poem I was singing just now?
Yes. I wrote that after I heard you sing the first part. I had nearly given up on it, to be honest. But your music gave me the inspiration to continue. Though it is still quite unpolished, and not at all ready for a broader readership, I feel.
Unpolished? No, Lawrence. It's beautiful. Thank you. To think that my voice inspired you. Yet, it's you who inspires my voice.
Oh boy.
I'm so excited to start a new song.
Yes, please do.
Okay. That was a nice little support. Do I ship it? I don't know. Okay, well, either way, I guess we're ready to go. So, let's just move on.